Good morning, welcome back to the Amputee Angler. We are waking up to a glorious morning and I've got a bait here, so this is timed that well. Got Jake from Muscle Fishing with us today, and that is another little mackerel. It's not a little mackerel, it's a nice mackerel. So yeah, we're just collecting some bait now. We're looking for some fresh mackerel about this size, because this is absolutely lovely for what we want to be doing. And all year I've been planning a bit of a marathon fishing session, and today's the day it's going to happen. It's small tides, 5 metre tides. I think it might be a 4.7 tide actually today. And we are going to get offshore. We're going to do some turbot fishing, followed by some reef fishing for Black Bream and Congers, and then we're going to anchor a wreck, and we're going to again Black Bream and big Conger eels. And we are going a long way. And we've dropped into a nice bit of bait here, so we are going to hammer this for a minute. Fresh mackerel is the best turbot bait in my opinion, even over sand eel and launch. And for Congers, you can't beat a good fresh mackerel bait. So that's the plan. Load up, and then we've got a long steam today. Like I said, this is probably the furthest we're ever going to go in this boat. Well, maybe that's not quite right, but we are going to get a long way off, and we're going to go and catch some nice fish. This is why I don't like balloons, latex balloons. Not because I'm a weird man, but when you're a fisherman, look at this. So this isn't just one balloon. We've got 1, 2, 3, followed by at the back there a massive numbered balloon. 4. I thought it was a net. I thought it was someone put a wreck net, but it's 4 latex balloons. So we're not going to leave them there. I can't drive past them and not consciously leave them. So me and Jake are going to get a landing net, scoop them up and get rid of them. Don't discard your epoxy balloons. Come on.
Done. Look at that. Disgusting.
Well, we've come out to the banks now. I've got one turbot rod down, and I've just dropped down a little bream rig. I'm not fishing for bream, but it's basically a 2-up rig. And I just missed the bite on my turbot rod because I had an instant bite on this one. We've got something on. It's probably going to be a gurnard, but what I'm really hoping for is a little weaver, a greater weaver. And we'll see. Bank's just coming up now, Jake. Yeah. So we're working a bank at the minute, and the bank's just coming into view now. Scad straps of that. There we go, not what I wanted. That's a little scad. Got to fight through these sometimes, but it'll be good for conger bait later.
Ben, bite, mate.
Okay,
yeah, that might have been the bank, but I think you've got a fish on, buddy.
Oh yeah, that is a fish. Okay, got a fish on the turbot one now. Or a bite, should I say. And that age-old thing of doing too many things at once. So, when you get a turbot bite, you just let a little bit of line off, let it take it. And they normally have a go a second time. Now, a turbot will grab the end of the bait, and you let a little bit of line off. And the idea behind that is you then give them time to swallow it properly. That's the idea. Now we've got a fish on. It's not fighting very heavy, but I'm almost certain there's something now. I've been watching bites register, and I've just lifted into it and there's weight on it. So it's not fighting though, so I'm going to look silly now and bring up my weight. Or Joe.
Yeah, probably.
It's not fighting at all, so.
Treat it like a big turbot, Ben.
Yeah, treat it like it is, and if it isn't, then you haven't lost no. All I'm doing, if it is, you do get a fish on, you're not pumping here, it's not like you're playing eels. It's just a steady, constant reel, because turbot have got a really fine membrane on their mouth. And if you start yanking about, all you do is you essentially make the hole where the hook's got in bigger, and the hook just slides out. I'm pretty confident there's something on here.
Yeah, I had no bait, so something's taken mine.
Good colour.
Oh, there's something there, mate. Something there. Plaice, a bit of a cuttlefish, I think.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, dead weight, got a big cuttlefish, perfect conger bait for later. Not what we're after. Sit there a cuttle there for a second. Give me 2 seconds, I'll show you. There we go, lovely big fat cuttle. Not what we're after. Yeah. not what we're after, but we are congering later on, and that is a nice fresh cuttle. He's huge as well, big one that one, so happy days. Yeah, so I was playing my fish and then I saw the bite out the corner of my eye on my other rod, so lifted it out the holder to Jake to try and get the balance still, and I think in that chaos we thought we might have lost it, but it looks like there might be something on here still.
Yeah. Oh, it's just come off. What was it? What's turbot?
Lost turbot at the boat.
Yep.
Just at the surface.
Very small.
Never mind, small turbot, but we lost one. Right. I think we've got something on. Come off last time and I've got him. Not big again if it is on. We're having trouble looking at them, they're playing very light today. I think Jake's got something the other side, has he?
Well, I think after all the messing around, possibly it might have come off, but it still feels there. Maybe it might have cut off it.
Mine's still on, I can fit it now.
Yeah, I've got fish.
There you go, mine's on. It is, a gurnard. Tub gurnard.
Hey.
Yeah, positive sign. Jake's got another jumbo mackerel.
Another stupid mackerel.
Yeah, so yeah, gurnard that one. Not what we want, but not a cuttle, so I'll take that. There we go. Tub gurnard, not what we want. We're still after this turbot, but we've had this is coming on the feed now, so I'm hoping we can nab something. I'm going to double down now and put another rod out. Just going to put him back. Yeah, we're getting bites, and I'm almost 99% certain what I lost last time round was a turbot. But I'm putting 2 rods out now, get this turbot done, and then we can go and do what we come here to do. Let's have it. There we go. Another species. Mackerel in on the bottom. We're trying to catch some launce actually, but we got this. So greater weaver, actually really good eating. Not a massive one this one. The spines at the top, he's not going to flare up for you now because I'm holding him in a weird position. Yeah, he's got 3 spines at the top and they're poisonous. Having been done with one before in my younger trawling days, I assure you don't want to get hit with one of these. But greater weaver, loads out on these banks, still chasing that turbot. Cuttle. There we go, another cuttle. Good sized one again here, go for conger bait later. Yeah, fish on.
Yes!
That's a real one.
Get in.
That's a real one. Right. Fish on guys, this is a real one as well. Proper knocky bite.
Yep, I'm in as well.
Jake's in as well. I've just come to a different edge of the bank. Right, I've got a bite on my other one if you want it.
I think I'm in. I think I might be in. I'm just hoping.
Oh, this one feels real. Yeah, this one is a fish.
Fish on.
It's going heavy light, heavy light. Come on, the turbot, come on.
Come on, turbos.
Just slow, steady reeling.
That's it. I'm definitely in.
Yeah, I've got
Keep
some
feeling
here.
him knocking. Come on, Burn. Next behind you if you need it. Would help you, but I'm in. So.
Oh, there you are, pull it. Oh,
Come on.
I got you, all right. No. Right, I've got something nice. No.
Oh, I can feel mine coming too.
Just come to a different edge of the bank. We was having no luck on this bit of bank we was on. We had 3 bites on 3 rods, so I've got one on here, Jake's on as well.
Oh yeah, that's bending
Yeah,
out.
colour. Turbot!
Yes! Well done, Benny boy.
Turbot in the net!
Get in.
Get in!
Get in. Oh, dogfish. Oh no.
Jake!
No. Yes, Ben.
Get in, guys!
I've got a stupid dogfish, but Ben has got a turbot. Get in. Nice one as well. Gorgeous fish. Look at that. Well done, boy.
There's our turbot, guys! It's a nice little turbot. That'll be a lovely eating fish, actually. That's a nice little turbot. Right, earlier on, Jake just stepped back slightly. I said to you earlier on about you got to keep tension because they've got a membrane in their mouth. If you look at the side of that hole there, now that hook there, I can actually tuck that back through. Now, look at that there. That's how that was held on. If I didn't keep tension on that, and I gave it a bit of slack line, that hook would just do that. So that's it, yep. So that's why you got to keep this a constant reel, not pumping. If you drop it, that hook just comes out of that hole. Prime example.
Wicked fish, mate, well done. Boom, get in.
Boom. There we go, that's a lovely little turbot, that one. Probably be 4 or 5 pound, that one, maybe about, yeah, good 4 or 5 pound. He's a chunky fish, very chunky. So turbot, they lie on the bottom and wait, literally they lay flat like that. They're perfectly camouflaged, and they've actually got bumps. It feels like it's stuff your toenails are made out of, not that I can really remember what that is, but it feels like toenails on the back. Brill are smooth, brill don't have that, I mean they're a lot darker brown, but these mouths, they're absolutely huge. That there, me and Jake was having a discussion about hook sizes on the way out, and a 6.0 hook will absolutely get engulfed by that. Look at that for a mouth. You can't really, if you don't worry about your hook size when you're fishing for these. White on the underside, and they literally will just lay in wait. I'm conscious he's still flapping, I don't want to drop him. But they lay in wait like that, and then they will just snap up and they'll eat their fish. But absolutely cracking fish. I'm happy with that. We worked hard for that. We got excited by this and we were going to stay and fish on and try and catch a few more. But the reality is this particular bank was netted a couple of times this year, and it's harmed it. It's done it. Hasn't done it any good. And it's not the bank that I knew. It certainly hasn't fished to the standards I was expecting today. So we're going to push on. We've had one turbot. We've lost a couple. We're going to move on now. I'm going to crack on. I'm going to fish one more bank, and then we're going to push on to our reef. So target achieved. Greater weaver, gurners, dogfish, mackerel, scad, turbot, and cuttles. So we're doing okay. We're looking good for the first part of the day. Well, we're just getting ready to move, and I've had my second turbot rod out, and I've now put a little scratching rig down, and I just think whatever I had on here, a cuttle has now just latched onto as well. But I had like a little gurnard or something on this rod, and a cuttle has now just latched onto it. Yeah, I was just reeling in there, little gentle taps, and suddenly just dead weight. So a cuttle has now grabbed hold of this. I don't mind catching cuttles because they're bait. They're good bait, my favourite bait. But when you're turboting, they are just smashing us to bits here. So I'm gonna move, try and have a bank. So this is a gurnard.
Poor gurnard.
That has been latched onto by a cuttle. I said you, didn't I? See, oh, I keep him out. There you are, see, I called it. There you go, so that was a gurnard that's been latched onto on the way up by a cuttle. Just cannot escape them. And yet again, another cuttle. I think this is cuttle 4 or 5 now. Well, I can see, oh, sorry. Cuttle number 5.
Oh. No!
Oh no, we've had a disaster.
No, what have you done there, Ben?
I have been an absolute idiot. So I thought the cuttle had done its ink, and I can assure you,
hasn't.
and it certainly hasn't.
Great.
Jake said he was cleaning the boat up, so I thought I'd give him a real job to do. Just in there making some dinner, a bit of pot noodle, and the rod suddenly bounced over. This is a bream rig down here. We're having trouble finding the rough ground where we want to be fishing for the night. So we're putting baited feathers down, bream rigs down, turbot rigs down, just to try and figure out the bottom and try and get something. And then I was just looking down at the pot noodles in a little a little stupor, and Jake's gone, bite, 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 bite. It did look breamy. Nice to see it if it's a bream and we're game on.
Certainly help us pinpoint there, wouldn't it?
Red gurnard.
Yes, getting it.
Lovely red gurnard. We're getting the net because it's on the species list.
Yes, mate. Get in.
Well, that tells me we're on the sand though.
Yeah.
So, it looked breamy, but it's not. It's a gurnard, and it's actually not a bad red gurnard.
Nice and spiky. Well done.
But another species, red gurnard. Boom. But not the bream. There we go. So I thought it was a bream, this is the way it took off, but it's not. It's a very spirited red gurnard. So, oh, I dropped him because he spiked me. Actually not a bad size for a red gurnard. Yeah, absolutely, those things there are like needles. You got 3 types of gurnard. You got greys, you got tubs, which you saw earlier, and then obviously the reds. So getting there, but I needed this for a species hunt I was in, so this actually is quite actually welcome. But there we go, another species. Away it goes. Oh man. Oh no, I'll lose it. Oh. Yeah. But there we go. I didn't film it because we've been getting absolutely bombed out by pout, and I mean bombed out. And I struck into this one, and there was a bit more fight in it, and I thought, well, I don't quite feel like pout. And that's because we've got a lovely black bream on the top hook. So I'll try and lift the other two up. But essentially it's a 2 up, 1 down, my bream rig. I'll tag it in the description. But 2 pout, 1 black bream, another species, another target, boom. I'm a bit happier.
That's nice.
Well, I've got to take hats off to him. Jake said when the tide starts running, those pout will go. And 2 drops now. The chum might be working as well. I'll show you. This is going to be a nice bream. This is going to be a nice bream, this one. I've got a chum feeder down with my bream chum that I made in one of my last videos. And I think that scent's getting there. But this here, I'll bet my pension that this is a bream. And Jake's laughing. This is a big shout, and I'll bet my pension.
I'll take it.
This is a bream. So get that net ready, because I think this is going to be quite a nice fish. Sorry, Jake. I'll be with. No,
that's fine, mate. I'm going to just get my head down here. That's great. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, your pension is safe.
It's another black bream. That's what I'm about to go next, and then that was.
Yep.
Now, I'll tell you what though, a lovely stamp of black bream this. That is another real chunky fish. And that's 2 drops now but no pout, so there we go. That's 2 lovely black bream, that is. They are real meaty fish. I'll just get squared away here and I'll come and show you a bit more, and I'm going to get sorted out now. Now I know the bream are here, I'm happy. Well, off camera we've had some more bream, and again they're about £2. They're really good stamp. This is the feeder. I've got the sun behind me, sorry. It's a big feeder. It's probably a good £2 of lead out on the bottom, and all it's got is a little door that you open out and you stuff it full of your bream chum, which I've got a video I'll show you to make it in the description. It's working a treat already, and then all you do is send that down on a big conger rod type thing, and then that's sent there, you fish behind it, booming. Happy days. And the rig, let's show you the rig as well while we're here. So all we got is my one on the bottom. You got a weight on a little slider, and then above the weight you got 2 hooks. Floating beads on all hooks, sorry, just to pop the bait off a little bit. The floating beads just keep the bait just floating that mid-water. It creates and provokes so many strikes. That's why I put them on there. So again, I've got a description for that, a video for that, and I'll tag it in the description. Oh, okay, this is going to be a nice bream. This feels a lot bigger than the others I've had already. Well, Jake, this is taking line. This bream here, guys, is taking line off the reel. I've got the drag sort of not bar tight, but it's, oh my god. Okay, this is right, I've either got two bream on here, or I've got one nice one, but this is see this?
Not seen a bream go like that before.
Mate, this is
Look at your mood changing.
If this is one fish,
hey, this could be like a 5 pounder.
If this is one fish, this is a nice bream. If it's one fish.
Yeah, I want to start concentrating on something in a minute.
Well, I'll get the bait chopped up for us now. Now we're on.
Yeah, we'll just smash it. Still going for it.
These Cox and Royal crab hooks, size 4 that I use. It's razor sharp. Once they hooked. Oh, there's 2.
2.
Look at them. Look at the top one. Wow! Wow! Wow!
Keep that tight, Ben. Keep it tight.
Wow! That is.
Oh yeah.
That is a very good black bream.
Mate, I'll leave that with you.
Let me get sorted, and I'm going to show you what is a very nice black bream. There is a couple of pout on it, so there was a bit of extra weight, but this took line twice. It's a lovely bream. Round, right, you come in as well then. There we go. So there we go. So £2.6 mine went. Jake's got one that's smaller.
Slightly.
I'm going dancing. Yeah, so this is with the black bream chum. Basically, I've got a big cage feeder down. I showed it again in my chum video. I've stuffed it with chum. We was just getting pout. Tide started running. Chum's got down the tide. Boom, £2.6. Absolute lovely fish. Jake's in the some as well. He did lose a nice conger a minute ago as well. We've just taken stock now because we get carried away. Stuff starts getting spread on the deck. So we're going to be here for the night now. Now we know where the fish are. Don't leave fish to find fish. So we're staying here, getting tidied up, getting sorted out, and we are now going to catch hopefully some twice this size. Black bream chum. Black Bream rigs. Boom. Jake's got a conger.
Yeah. Oh, he's come off a bit fast there.
Alright, you good?
Yeah, we're good. Nah, he's come off.
Did he come off?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to keep winding just in
case it's not a conger.
In case he's given up, but that's a shame, that is.
Nah, that's good.
That's a real shame, but they're there. I'm just going to keep winding up now just to make sure. Wasn't really very prepared. Yeah, look, he's ripped the whole back off.
Well, that's good though, Jake.
But that's good, we know they're there, and I like my conger fishing, so I'm going to get another mackerel down there, or a scad, pouting probably, and smash one up. That was a big fish. That was probably a 30-pound eel.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh, okay. This feels like one of the better ones. Okay, Jake, this is a real one, mate. Yeah, this is a real one. Well, I've had a couple of bigger ones so far, and this one feels bigger.
Yeah, you got your eye in.
Look, look. Ooh. This one feels bigger. Yeah, this one could be a. Oh, mate. Yeah, no, yeah, Jake. Yeah, I've had 4.5 pound before down at Kingmere.
Is that commercially or on a rod?
No, that's rod.
Oh, okay.
Down Kingmere, but. All right, guys. So I've got a different angle here. This you can see here now. Unless there's two on, which I don't think there is. This is stripping some real. It's taking line and my drag's tight. Wow, this is going to be a nice fish. This is going to be a net job, Jake. Oh, mate.
I'm excited to see this. It's not even my fish.
No, Jake, this is
bigger.
The minute I struck this, mate, it just felt different.
Maybe it's not a bream.
I mean, it could be it's fighting like a bream.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it coming up.
Donkey?
Mate, two of them.
Two of them, yeah.
Ah.
Well, still nice, but...
Okay, well, I got these out.
Yeah.
Right, there you go. The reason it felt so nice is there's two of them and one of them's foul hooked in the side. There you go. That felt a bit special for a second. I thought we had our 4 or 5 pound fish coming. But there's one lovely one through the side. And he's just self-unhooked. And the other one's down there at the bottom. There you go. Look. So you can see the rig now. Two up. Banging the weight off. And there he is. Look at that. That is a stamp of bream. You're hard pressed to find in too many places. And that is another. That there was two really, really good bream. Look at that hook. There you go. Cocks and roll, size 4 crab hook in there like that. And that there, look at that hook. See the hook hold? It's come right out of side there. Stuck that really well. That's why he strikes so hard with these. And look at that. That's another really, really, really pretty fish. Another big one. It's going to go back though.
Yeah. Ben is into a cracking bream here. Again. Hopefully this is just a singular fish.
Oh, it's a good fish. It's had a couple of... There you go, it's going again. Look.
It's taken line a few times.
Oh, mate. You know it's bad when you're saying a fish that's just under 2 pound is a small fish.
Yeah, we must have put back 20 fish today of about £1 to £2, haven't we?
Yeah, guys, this is going to be a nice fish. Two, I think.
A lady.
Three.
Ooh.
It's a triple hook out of Black
Triple bream.
Get him now. Wow, this is okay. Yeah, go on here. Get that on camera as well. Get that on camera. That is a triple hook up of Black Bream, and look at those. I'll pull them in. I'll pull them in.
Ah, well, we got one on the net. There you go. You got the trace.
Yeah, I've got a trace.
I'm just going to film you from here, mate. Bit tangled.
Yeah, the hook just got in the net there. Mate, that top one there is an absolute
donkey.
Well, that's a...
1, 2 and 3.
Well, that one there is the biggest one of the day. That one there is monster. That's bigger than that. I'm gonna weigh that.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Okay, look at that.
Big
look
up.
at this. Sorry, I got excited there, but look at that. I'm not holding that out, that there.
Massive.
That's Jake's hands. That is a big fish. Gone. And the second one is a bit like the three dwarfs or the Goldilocks, isn't it, with the three bears? Slightly less.
Less.
And the one on the floor is a bit small. But that there is an absolutely cracking triple shot of bream there. And look at that.
Well done, bud.
Look at that. Boom. Cheers, Jake. There they are. Bream, bream, bream. Number 11, I believe. 10 or 11.
Yeah, doing well, mate. The species.
Yeah, like the species.
Rest it on the boat and bang it out. I don't think he's still there. It's just not that big.
Get it in anyway.
Get it in.
Oh, another bream.
Another species. Ooh. He's probably about a tenth of the size of the one I lost. Yeah, he's coming.
He's mine out now. I can't miss out on this.
Oh. Leader. Leader's coming up.
Really?
Here he is. What's it going to be? Conger.
Oh, mate, no.
Not bad size.
Tiny, tiny.
No.
Oh,
There he is.
Bream on the top.
Hook nicely so we can T-bar him off.
So there we go, it's on the bottom now. So like I said earlier in my other clips, keep the line slack for a second and it will pull tight. I'm only fishing 2 ounces of lead, and by the time it pulls tight, there's a fish now, let's see, by the time it pulls tight, the fish are normally there. And there it is, tap, 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 really short, sharp. And like with these, like I said, you do strike with these ones. Like that, there you go. There you go, that's another bream, look at that, there you go. Like I said, really stick them. And set that hook with these, because otherwise they will ravage your baits. And when you're getting a stamper bream like this, which are all around £2, you know, you can really play them. And this, look at this, that's running so nice. Off camera a minute ago, Jake lost another eel. I will play in a minute. I will put my eel rigs in a minute. I'm having too much fun with these bream. Comes, there's my leader, and it's on the bottom hook, this one. It's not a massive one, this one, smaller one of the smaller ones of the day. One of the smaller ones of the day, but still an absolutely beautiful bream. Gave a really good account for itself, that one. I mean, still, look, there's my hands. It's a nice bream. There's the hook. That's where you strike. Bite. Helps with the barrel arms on.
Too excitable, mate.
Yep. Yep, there we go. Double look up. That's a bream. That's a bream. Okay, bream start to finish. Here we go. So I'm just going to drop it down now. And away we go. 20-60 gram Accumahelios, same rod I use for most of my fishing. Ledger, float, lure, heavy lure, light lure, this is what I use. We're going down now. Jake's in out of sight, he's got a bream on by the looks of it.
Oh yeah, baby. Very nice bream on.
So I'm going to let it hit the bottom and I'll show you how quick it comes on. So what I'm doing now, that's just hit the bottom, he says. So we're in 150 foot of water and I'm only fishing a 3 ounce lead. There you go, so that's on the bottom. I'll keep a slack line in it to keep those baits floating tantalisingly in the water. And now I've got a bite straight away there. It's on the bottom. Stick it and fish on. There you go. That's how quick it is. And that's another nice bream. That's a bream. All day long, that's a bream. And it's taking a little, I've got my drag sort of, not loose, but not tight either. And the bigger ones are taking line. And this is going to be another nice bream. And that's in the water for seconds, you saw it go down. Jake, what you got?
Little bream and a pouting.
Jake's got a bream and a pouting. I've got a feeling this is going to be another nice bream.
There you go, just a small bream. I'm going to put that one back. I'm only going to keep the big ones.
These 20-60 gram rods are absolutely lovely. For 110 quid they are. And they do me for virtually most of my fishing, other than the heavier stuff. anything with light gear or lures or ledger or float, this is what I use. Lovely action on it. All I'm doing, I'm not going crazy with it, I'm just slowly drawing it out the water. It's another nice bream, I can see it coming up. It's taking the bottom hook this time. Wow. Yeah, it's another nice bream. It is another nice bream. Taking the bottom hook this time. And there it is. Check that out. How is that, eh? And that has swallowed that hook. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful fish. Wow. That wanted that, mate.
There we go.
The stamper bream we are getting here today is absolutely phenomenal. Look at the size of that. Wow. Well done, Jake. Well done, buddy. 2 seconds. Oh, missed it. Here we go. Back down. If you miss one, put it straight back down. They normally come straight back. Like that. Look, there you go. See, boom. And there he is. Stick it. Stick it, stick it, stick it. Good strike of bream. There you go. Bang, bang, bang. See that rod tip tapping away? If it's a pout, you get about 2 seconds of that, and then that's it. They come up spinning. Bream, it'll be tap, tap, tap the whole way. Like that, let's see. Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's a X amount of miles off fishing 20, 60 grand spinning gear with Black Bream with 2 ounce weights.
I know. Mental.
Unbelievable. Oh, colour, deep colour. Here it comes. It's a bream and a pout, this one. There it is. On the smaller side, that one, believe it or not. And pout on the bottom. I'm using a 2 ounce lead now, so it's taking a little while to get down the bottom. But as soon as it hits the bottom, we're getting these bream. As I said before, when we're going through the footage, it's important that you stick the bream, you really hit them with these sharp hooks, because they will come in, hit you, take your baits and go before you even know what's gone on. So, just to get the line off, there we go. That's on the bottom now, so all I'm doing is letting that waft down there now. And I'll let it pull tight in itself with the tide. And then as soon as it hits the bottom, there you go, there's a bite. I'm just reeling down slightly, and then you got to stick it. Big strike, and there you go. And there's another bream. And that was, you saw that, you watched it go all the way down and start to finish. And you've got to stick those bream. Get that hook set, and look at that, that's running nice, that's running, that is. And that's going to be another nice bream. And there we go. And then all I'm doing is letting it play. If it wants to run, I'm letting it run. And then I'm just sort of light pumping. I'm not going crazy with the pumping. But you see there, it wants to run. And all I'm doing is just letting the rod action do the work. I'm not fighting it so much in terms of yanking against it. The rod's tiring the fish out, not me. And when it goes a bit light, you just take some line up. It wants to run, just let it run. Can't be far away now. Here it comes, I've got colour. 2 again. There you go. Double shot. An absolutely lovely black bream. Look at them. Beautiful. And then I'm just going to lift it in. These are unreal. Look at that. Oh, look at those. Absolutely cracking fish. There we go. Right, that's me. I'm going to take a break, put the kettle on.
Wind him up carefully. Ooh,
That's a bream, innit? That's a bream.
That's a bream, bream, bream.
So Jake's now into a bream, we think.
Nah, we definitely are. Oh, I can bet my pension on it because
You ain't got
I haven't got one. Well, I have got one. It's not a lot in it. Oh yes, he's fighting.
Yeah, let's get our attention. Well done, Jake. Muscle fishing.
Oh yeah, baby. £5 bream, £5 bream. That's what I'm after. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, then you've got
Jeebus. Got a conger on out as well. That's not done sod all yet, but right. Come on, bream. I want one Ben's size. I want to. What we should do, Ben, is take a picture of them together.
Yeah, funny that.
Funny.
They might look the same though.
That's true, that's true.
Right, come on then, Jake, stop making a meal.
Come on then.
Come on then, stop making a meal of it.
Get her up, get her up. Oh yes, here she is. Two bream, not as big as yours.
Nice one, that top one though, just be careful once you get. That's a nice fish though, Jake.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, hang on, I can look a minute.
Lift it, just lift it.
Oh yes.
Cat on a bream.
That is not a bad size.
Ain't a bad size bream.
Lovely.
Right, boom.
Lovely.
I don't know how well you'll make the rod tip out because the light conditions are getting a little bit hazy, but it's rattling away now, and I'm just going to reel down slightly. And then you just strike it like that. And reel down to the water, and then you're in. Small one, this one.
Yeah, I'm in the big one.
Jake's into a nice one the other side. Got to stick it, dude, got to stick it. Oh, it's woken up now.
Actually, yeah, this is a nice fish.
And mine's woken up now as well.
Very big lunges.
Yeah, mine's woken up now as well. Yeah, this actually, guys, my one's actually decided to wake up. I don't think it's a massive fish, but it's putting up a better account of itself than it was. Yeah, they are. Lunging this. Mine keeps lunging. Yeah? Mine's a better fish than I originally gave it credit for. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yes.
Oh, Jake's got a lovely bream the other side of me.
That is not bad at all.
Lovely bream. Oh, I think one of them. Oh, there we go. There's mine. There it is.
Yeah, he's in.
Another one. There we go. Another nice black bream. These autumn fish are so meaty. They are absolute chunky monkeys. Look at that, beautiful. We swallowed that hook down. We wanted that one. Okay, so what we've got out of sight to you, we've got the bream feeder down, full of chum, loaded with the bream chum. And I'm fishing just behind it now with my bream rig. And that's just going to hit the bottom there. There you go, that's just hit the bottom. And we've had about 20 minutes just sorting our lives out, so they might have moved off now, the scent might have gone, but... Bites work, instant. Come back. There you go, bite. Stuck it, there we go. That's another bream, mate. Yeah, that's going to be another bream. So, using the scent of your chum, or on the other side of the boat, in Jake's case, he's using his conger baits. You use that big scent, and you fish behind it, like down tide. So the tide washes the scent down to the bream. They then come up the water trail to try and find this. Oh, it's another good one. They come up to try and find the scent, and they find your rigs. And I've got two up, one down. So one's hard on the bottom, two on the deck. You're going to find them if they're there, and this is going to be another nice bream. I will put a conger rod out in place of this chum one in a minute, but
That's a big one.
so we're fishing 150 foot of water, so here it comes. I love it. This is another nice one. Wow, wow. Oh, hello. Looks like a marlin. Look at that.
Yes,
Look
boy.
at that.
Get in.
That is another very nice bream. Wow. I will never get tired of that. That is another good 2 pound bream.
Snap your rod.
Snap my rod on the way. I'll show you it in a second, but that is another very nice bream. I've got bream lock in this, look.
Mental.
I've got...
I said that to you earlier, didn't I?
So I've got the bream feeder down, which I promise I will show you, but it is in my chum video. There's no hooks on it, it's just a feeder, and the bream are that ravaging on it, they're shaking the feeder to get the chum out. I'll try and get it on camera, but this is another Absolutely lovely black bream. Look at the colours on it, a big male this one. Absolutely brilliant. I'll hold it back, look, so there's no hiding from it. That is a big, big chunky monkey. Christ. Oh, see, look. That could be, to be fair, that could be a conger eel rag in that.
Oh God, this is a big one. What the devil is this?
Okay. So, sod's law now, I'm doing it, it's stopped. But Jake has hooked into something over here now as well. Is your camera on, bud?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a conger, but...
You reckon?
Yeah, there's no way that could be a bream.
No, you'd fuck. So what's this, a bream gear? Is this feathers?
Feathers.
So on feathers, Jake has managed to hook himself something tasty.
It's very tasty.
Again. Right, I'm going to pause this. It's been an unexpected bit of westerly wind come out of nowhere now. Just rebaited up a conger rig. Straight away it went over, but not a bite. I'm going to point him that way. He's out of air now. He's out now. He's out of ink. Yeah, basically another cuttlefish has taken the conger bait. Got it in. I'm going to keep these because it's cod season soon, winter coming up. Absolute killer bait for those as well as congers. So we must have had 7, 8, 9 of these now as well. So yeah, looking all gravy.
Lovely stuff.
There you go. There was 2 on there, but couldn't resist having the bream rig down again. Had a nice cup of tea, chilled out, and straight away, bang. Yet another Sussex chunky black bream. Beautiful. Sun's starting to fade now. Horrible westerly chop. It's actually getting a little bit uncomfortable, but we checked the fuel. We've got so much more fuel than we thought we'd actually burn, and we've come a long, long way. So good for me. It means my boat's a bit more economical than I thought it was. So yeah, I'm just going to settle in now for the night. I'll get some burgers on in a minute. Have some dinner. Well, there you go. As you can see, it is dark, it is black. What you didn't see off camera is plenty more black bream. They were just non-stop. I think if we'd have really nailed down on those, we would have had, well, a hell of a lot of bream. As it was, I think we ended up with 30 odd bream. Just under £3, biggest one, loads in the 2s. You know, actually probably the average stamp was probably around £1.5–2. Yeah, absolutely top quality bream fishing today. 13 species in the end in total, so overall a great species day. Unfortunately we had to up anchor because obviously the tide had changed, and then when we were waiting for the wind to swing round, the wind and the tide just weren't working, and we actually had a north-south drift for the best part of an hour and a half. And in an area that we're not too familiar with, because we did push the boundaries today. In an area we're not familiar with shipping lanes and stuff like that, we made the call just to come home, and we're going to get a good night's sleep. So dodge for the shipping lanes. Jake was on a good eyeful watch for me as well while I was in the wheelhouse looking ahead. So yeah, great little teamwork there to get in, and now we're going to clean the boat down and go from there.